The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Second and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
So this rivalry, Charles, here in the Buckeye State, Cincinnati and Cleveland, you know, you felt like for a while it took a dip as these two franchises struggled. But now I think this rivalry is budding again as one of the best under-the-radar rivalries in the NFL.
I agree with you absolutely, because both of these teams have the arrow pointing up. They've kind of solved their quarterback issues. They're building up their rosters. But one of the most defining moments of this rivalry to me wasn't even in a Browns-Bengals game. It was a Seahawks-Bengals game, when head coach Sam White addressed the crowd and emphasized that Cincinnati was the place to be.
Well, Charles, I think his exact words were, you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Derrick Henry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. Complete, the tight end Kelce. Touchdown Bengals. Travis Kelce, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Henry. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff to Henry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. he has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Darnold.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Darnold now to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some space here. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Kaepernick. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. On first down, Darnold. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw again on second down, Darnold. And that's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now it's Darnold. Open man here is Conklin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Darnold. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. On 3rd down, Henry. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Kaepernick now on 1st down. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Kaepernick. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. That'll be complete to Cook.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On second down, Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take it on in for Bengals touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Darnold. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it third down. Now Darnold. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. Steps away. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Browns are back in front. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Looking downfield for Kelsey, and that is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Browns look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Finding Kelsey. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. He's coming. Check in.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Oh, you got it.
Again, it's Kaepernick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Darnold. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Browns, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.